Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your girl Adriana DC. So as you guys see by the title of this video, today you guys, I'm gonna be showing you guys my new goodies, my newest founds or additions to my perfume collection that I recently hauled, you guys. I'm gonna give you my first impression. I have some really nice picks in here so that I'm very excited about trying out and adding to my collection. So by all means, if you guys are interested in seeing what fragrances I recently hauled and recently added to my collection, keep on watching. If you guys are new here, thank you guys for stopping by. By all means, please do click that subscribe button. Please give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoy this video and my content. And for those of you who are returning, thank you guys for supporting me. So let's just dive into the video. I recently got my hands on some Manceras, you guys, and let me just tell you, I actually got three of them. I got Instant Crush, Roses Vanille, and Roses Greedy. And I was really intrigued to know what these fragrances smelled like because, you know, these fragrances make quite a buzz on YouTube. I never really looked into these fragrances, but these Mancera fragrances, yes, these are something, you guys. So this one here is the Roses Vanille, and as per usual, they come in these little pouches. I absolutely love this. I mean, I like it, you know. It's just sleek, you know, and for the price that you pay and the amount that you get, I mean, this is the bomb, you know. This is bomb.com. So of course it has a little pull string, and this is what the bottles look like. Very sleek, very minimalistic, quite hefty, nice. The cover screws on and off. I mean, I like this. I really like this. Now I went in blind with these fragrances because obviously I've never tried any of the Manceras, but I just went online and I just checked out the ones that kind of like I gravitated to, you know, based on the description. Let me just tell you guys the notes in this particular fragrance. So this fragrance has in lemon, water notes in the top, rose and sugar in the middle notes, and in the base, vanilla, sugar, white musk, and cedar. And I'll tell you this, you guys, taking this bottle out, or should I say taking off this cover, I smell intense rose. I get the intense smell of the rosiness in this fragrance without even spraying it. That's what I'm getting at glance. Let me just give it a spray. Oh, let me just get in here. Ooh. Oh my goodness, this smells so sweet. This fragrance smells so sweet, and it is very intoxicating. Like right out the first spray, it is intoxicating. You get the rosiness instantly. Like I said to you guys, you get some sweetness. You get the sugary sweetness from this fragrance. It's quite cold. It comes across quite fresh. Ooh. There's like a sweet bubblegum smell to this fragrance. I'm guessing it's just the sugar in this fragrance, but it's very sugary sweet, but I'm getting like a bubblegum sugary sweetness, which is quite interesting. And the vanilla is there, but the vanilla is, I don't know, you're getting the sugar and the sugary sweetness to it more. The sugar is combining with the rose, and that's mostly what I'm getting. It smells like bubblegum, sweet bubblegum. Oh my god, this is beautiful. I have to say to you guys, these Mancera fragrances pretty much smell like out of the ordinary, and I like that. I quite like that. They're very interesting. You know, they have a lot of character, and that's something that I'm gravitating towards. I mean, why not, right? I love the way this fragrance smells. So the rose is becoming less harsh and less intense as it dries down, which I'm not really mad about because the rose in it again is very strong, but it's a very cold, it's a dry rose. Yeah, so that's the Roses Vanille by Mancera, and this one is a definite vibe for me. I love the smell of this perfume. Yeah, this fragrance, I would actually wear this in the summertime, but more like in the evening, more like you know, in the evening, or a cooler, like more the cooler time during the summer, not really in the heat, because it doesn't really give me that, you know, that florally spring, very bright vibe. It doesn't give me that vibe to it. It's a bit dark, as you can see. Yeah. But in the evening time during the summer, you guys can get away, wearing this fragrance. And even during this time of the year, I would wear this. You guys, I dived into Instant Crush. Now I wanted to get this fragrance because I noted that apparently it's a dupe for Baccarat Rouge 540, and I can definitely say to you, it's not really, I think this is better. If you guys know how I feel about Baccarat Rouge 540, shit, look at this. This knocks you out. This hits you in the face as soon as you smell it. You kidding me? Mancera's 120 ml bottle for the price that you pay for this bad boy right here. And I actually bought these fragrances on fragrancex.com. Yeah, Fragrance X. I love that website. I got these at like a 15% discount, and they're lovely. I mean, for 120 ml bottle at the entry level niche fragrance, this is bomb. This is beautiful. Okay, so let me just tell you what Instant Crush has in. I love this. And this bottle is very pretty. It's an ombre gold. I actually didn't notice that. I'm just noticing, I didn't get a chance. I didn't really look at these, I bought them and I gave it one spray and I literally put it away. So I didn't really look at the bottle. So I'm literally just getting a chance, to admire how this bottle looks. But this is pretty. I mean, this is bomb. I love this. Okay, so the Instant Crush has the notes of saffron, ginger, Sicilian mandarin, Sicilian bergamot. In the middle notes, it has amberwood, Moroccan rose, Egyptian jasmine, Indonesian patchouli leaf. And the base, it has Madagascar vanilla, sandalwood, white musk, and oak moss. I'm getting a hint of the ginger, the mandarin. Definitely getting the mandarin in this fragrance. So that's giving off a really nice sweet fragrance smell to it. It's not too sweet and it's not too mildly sweet. It's just a nice, the remnants of a mandarin. I am definitely getting the bergamot in this fragrance, definitely. And I'm getting the saffron. So the top notes are definitely shining in this fragrance, really strong. So that's you're getting the saffron, the mandarin, bergamot, and a hint of ginger. You are getting the ginger to this fragrance, but it's not too intense, which I like, because I mean, when you hear ginger in a fragrance, you're thinking like, ooh, how is that gonna come off? But the ginger in this fragrance is not that spicy. It's not that prickly. I'm getting some rosiness to this fragrance. It's pretty. This is a beautiful smelling fragrance. It's different, I would have to say. The Instant Crush is different, but it's beautiful, man. And I love the complexity of these perfumes, because when you smell it, you don't just get a blend, you don't just pick up like one or two or three things. You get how the dimensions of this fragrance. You definitely get it when you smell it, and I like that. I really like that. In addition to that, this particular bottle, it has, I didn't even take note of the other one. Yeah. So this one is a bit different. So to the top of it, it has some, a design to it. And I quite like it. I mean, this bottle, even though it's so minimalistic and, sleek, the little touches that they put to this bottle, I like it. It gives off a really good impression. In addition to that, this one is magnetic. I'm going to have to say, though, the screw thing ain't really, it ain't my jazz. It ain't my jazz. It ain't my vibe. I don't like the screw. I prefer the magnet. I definitely do prefer that one. I'm gonna have to say Mancera's are my new crush. So the next one that I picked up is the Roses Greedy, and again it comes in this little bag right here. Ooh, oh my lord, look at this one, so pretty. This one is an ombre fuchsia. So this one goes from a fuchsia, a transparent fuchsia pink, into a transparent white color. I love this in all its simplicity. That little definition, or that little bit of detail to this bottle just gives this a whole nother vibe. I like it. So as you can imagine, buying these fragrances blindly, these were the first ones that jumped out at me, and I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Okay, so this one is called Roses Greedy. Let me tell you what notes this one has in. So the Roses Greedy has a notes of peach, blackcurrant, mandarin orange, coconut, pink peppers. The middle notes has rose, flowers, jasmine. And the base has a white musk, sugar, vanilla, amber, and benzoin. I'm gonna have to say, you guys, this one is my favorite. This just screams summer. This is a florally, fruity, sugary sweet cocktail smelling fragrance. And again, the rosiness in this fragrance, it smells very lush, it smells rich, it smells pure. The rose in this fragrance smells really pure and rich and fresh. I love that. I love this perfume. This would be my summer favorite, my summer best, you guys. Mancera Roses Greedy. This is my summer fling, and it has a notes of coconut. I mean, this just screams summertime. Again, though, these fragrances have depth though. So even though it's summery, I don't know, I feel like you'd pull it off more in the evening time in the summer as opposed to in the daytime. I'm not getting light and airy and, floral, fresh fragrance. It is florally, it is fresh to some degree, but the rose in this fragrance is done so lush and so rich and pure in it. It is not that transparent, but it is pretty and it's a beautiful smelling fragrance, and it would very much wear well in the summertime. And again, you guys, right, let me highlight that. So when I got this fragrance, I sprayed it again as soon as I got it, and I immediately got that synthetic vibe, synthetic vibe that everybody talks about. People don't really break down what they mean by synthetic, but I guess you don't really need to. But in a fragrance, it comes across a little bit cheapish, and that's something that I'm always concerned about. But I saw Jeremy Fragrance said that synthetic notes aren't necessarily cheap, so to speak. But in my opinion, you do get that artificial vibe in this fragrance that comes across a type of way. But I think because the complexity of his fragrance kind of carries it off. Like, there's so much to these perfumes. There's so much dimension to Mancera fragrances. They are quite impressive, I'm gonna have to say. And you can definitely smell the diff, even though it opens up quite synthetic. When you smell a designer fragrance compared to this one, there is a difference. There is a difference. There is some qualities to these fragrances. So I am quite happy with these fragrances. So there you have it, my 3 newest additions from the Mancera collection, and I love all 3 of them. Next, you guys, I have my Shagaf Oud, and I know you guys have probably seen this on my channel, but I didn't get a chance to review it for you guys to give you my thoughts. But this bad boy right here, listen, man, I've never bought a fragrance and my partner was really into it, but he loves this fragrance. This is something nice. Now, I don't know if Shagaf Oud meant to dupe Oud Bouquet, but somehow it is a dupe for Oud Bouquet, but they've done justice to this. It's crazy. Now, obviously, it doesn't smell niche, but for what you get, I mean, I'm very much contented. For the price of this fragrance, I think I got it for about 30-something pounds on Fragrance X again. 30-something pounds on Fragrance X. You get a vanilla praline, oud, and rose smelling fragrance. The oud in this fragrance stands out a lot more than in the Oud Bouquet, and I find that to be very outstanding. It is strong, it is really sweet, it's vanilla-y. The praline just intensifies the sweetness in this fragrance. Beautiful. Next, you guys, I got my hands on Mongolin by Mongolin, and this was actually on my wish list a very long time, you guys. I've just been seeing it on YouTube, all over. Everybody was talking about this fragrance, and I was like, I need to get my hands on this perfume. This sounds lovely, and you guys, it smells just as lovely as it's talked about. It's quite pretty. Now, this is not like an outstandingly, a groundbreaking fragrance or whatever the case, but it's beautifully done. The lavender and vanilla, and it's strangely enough, people think that lavender is a little bit masculine, but lavender and vanilla combined together makes a really beautiful combination, you guys. So this fragrance has in notes of lavender, it has in some vanilla, some bergamot, rose, jasmine, iris. So what you get is a sweet vanilla-y, a lavender and vanilla, sweet rosy. You get a hint of jasmine to this fragrance. You definitely get the vanilla. It dries on quite powdery and quite sweet. There is a little hint of creaminess to it. There is some smoothness to this fragrance. And again, you guys, I was surprised. You know what? Oops. I was surprised because I actually saw a YouTuber said that this fragrance makes them a bit nauseous or a bit sickly, because it's so sweet. And based on the other reviews I was hearing, I said, but this fragrance sounds like a very pleasant, lightly sweetened, fresh fragrance that's just really elegant and girly and ladylike, right? So I got it on that note, despite her saying that it made her feel a little sick. You guys, when I bought this fragrance and I doused myself with it, it made me a little bit nauseous. And I was shook. For such a lightly sweetened, really pretty fragrance and elegant, it is a lot more sweeter than you think. This is a sweet smell. This is definitely a sweet smelling fragrance. But because of the lavender kind of, it neutralizes a little bit of the sweetness, but it's still there. So it kind of like masks it a little bit, but that sweetness to this fragrance is still there. That lavender and vanilla combined together is really sweet. And the rose, you get the rose, the iris, the jasmine, you get that fragrance really loud in this perfume. And you just don't know. The sweetness in this fragrance pretty much creeps up on you. It hits you, and you just don't really realize it when you spray it initially, how sweet this perfume is. But this is beautiful. It is elegant, it is pretty, it is gaudy, very versatile, summer friendly. I feel it's all year round friendly, and I love this perfume. Next, you guys, I got my hands on Hypnotic Poison. Now, I got the Poison Girl a while back, and I was so into this particular perfume line, I decided, let me just dive into Pure Poison. Now, this is indeed a beautiful smelling fragrance, but let me just tell you guys the notes that's in it, because this is another masterpiece that is very much complex, but it is so well done, so smoothly blended that, again, you don't see it creeping up on you. This has a notes of coconut, plum, apricot, Brazilian rosewood, jasmine, caraway, tuberose, rose, lily of the valley. In the base, it has vanilla, almond, sandalwood, and musk. Woo! Now, this perfume is really pretty. Now, when you smell it, it has this intense sweetness that comes out at you, but it's quite powdery as well. The coconut in this fragrance, it is very mild, but what you get is the richness from this perfume. This perfume is a very richly creamy, smooth, vanilla-y and almondy smelling fragrance. This is intoxicatingly sweet. And this is another one, you guys. When this fragrance came in, I was like, woo! The sweetness to this perfume, it smells like a sweet perfume powder. A very rich, creamy, sweet, coconutty, vanilla-y with a rosiness to it. A very sweet, a richly sweet, powdery perfume. Now, when I got this perfume, I was so blown away by the way this perfume smelled. I doused myself in it. Oh my days. I could barely catch myself. This perfume literally made me nauseous. It actually made me nauseous. Now, do not get me wrong, you guys. This is a beautiful smelling fragrance. Absolutely beautiful. It is loud. It is strong. It projects. It lasts. It is really sweet. But you have to play with this in small doses, you guys. You got to play with Hypnotic Poison in small doses. So there is the Hypnotic Poison. And last but no means least, you guys, okay, this baby right here. Now, if you guys saw my last review, I recently reviewed Angel Shares by Kilian, and that was my first discovery into Kilian. And after that, I was like, I gotta get into this fragrance, because into this brand, because Kilian is my vibe. Kilian is my vibe. The edginess, the out of the ordinary, how exotic the names of the fragrances are. I was like, Kilian is my vibe. Some of the fragrances has in booze, some rum, some liquor in it. That's my vibe right there. So I decided to dive into the Good Girl Gone Bad. Now, when I ordered Angel Shares Kilian, they sent samples. They sent me samples of this one, Good Girl Gone Bad, Love Don't Be Shy, Vodka on Ice, and another one. I can't remember whatever that one was. So I smelled this, and initially, this is what grabbed me. At first sniff, Good Girl Gone Bad captured my attention. I loved this perfume, and I decided I had to have it. And I mean, let's just take a look at the presentation. I mean, Kilian. I mean, at this point, I have not experienced anything from Kilian that can go wrong, but Kilian is in my good books. Kilian is definitely a vibe. I mean, I don't know. There is a lot of hype surrounding his brand, and you know what? I said to people, hype can make a brand and it can kill a brand, But Kilian is a vibe, and I love his vibe. So yeah, this is what the fragrance look like. I will say, however, that somebody did make mention of the size of the bottles. And you know what? When you see this bottle on YouTube, it looks so big. It looks so big that you don't really realize how small it is. But this is a very small bottle. I don't know why. So I saw somebody say they don't know why Killian don't make a bigger bottle and just charge a few extra coins. I mean, already enough. This is a pricey brand. It is quite pricey, Killian is. But I think he can definitely go for a bigger bottle, but I kind of get the vibe. Killian reminds me of that. He seems to be inspired by a lot of ancient practices. Like back in the day when people used to drink liquor, they would have this small little bottle in their pocket. The bottle usually looks metal, or it would be a silver bottle of liquor. You know, back in the day, you know, you'll see it more like in the Wild West movies and stuff like that, and it looked similar to this. I don't know, I'm channeling that type of vibe. You know, so I'm guessing that's where he getting his inspiration from. But yeah, this is what the bottle looks like. It is quite hefty. It has a slight little imprint to the side, not very prominent. Looked like an attempt to put some kind of design, but didn't really care how the design came out because it is not consistent throughout. But I'm not majorly fussy. The plaque on this is solid. It is sealed, you know. Again, a decent little size and a decent little weight to it. The gold lacquer on this bottle, it says something. It says I take pride in, you know, the simplicity of it. So it really stands out, you guys. So let me just tell you a bit of the notes in this fragrance. So this fragrance has in notes apricot tinge, osmanthus absolute, orange blossom, rose of May absolute, tuberose absolute, jasmine, and narcissus. Now this is a very fresh and floral and pretty smelling fragrance. Now, I mean, this one in particular wasn't very much complex. It just smelled very clean. I will say it does have like a sweet shampoo smell to it. It literally smells like a sweet shampoo. I know. But it is pretty nonetheless. It's quite beautiful, you guys. It's a little bit warm. Yeah. There's some soapiness to this fragrance. Again, it is airy, but the sweetness of this perfume, it is intense. So yeah, there you have it, you guys. My little perfume haul with some really nice little goodies. I really love the finds that I recently added to my collection, you guys. And I definitely look forward to adding some more Killians to my collection. I actually feel like keeping them in the box, to be fair. But yeah, I definitely will be diving into Killian some more and grabbing a few more of his fragrances. Now, if you guys enjoyed this video, please do give me a thumbs up. Let me know what you guys think about these selections. By all means, if you guys have any other perfume from Mancera that you guys like or love, by all means recommend it to me, because I'm all into my Manceras. When it comes to Killian, I do like that he sends you samples, so you do get to test out the fragrances before you buy them. So yeah, I'm definitely loving and enjoying that. So yeah, there you have it, you guys. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed this video. By all means, subscribe to my YouTube channel, you guys. Please help me grow my channel. And by all means, don't forget to hit that notification bell, so that way you guys will be notified every single time I upload. And yeah, until next time, see you in my next video. Bye.